At Yoko Co, we often say you are your web presence, and that is simply because your website is almost always going to either be the first or second impression someone has of you. And if you think about any time you meet somebody, even just a glance, you begin to form an opinion of them. You see somebody walking up to you with a ski mask on, you're going to make a pretty quick impression and think you're going to need to go another direction. Same thing happens on the web, and actually most impressions are created in less than 0.7 seconds. And that sounds really fast until you realize that we've all done this. How many of you have gone to a website where you've begun to let the page load, and before it's even finished loading, you're already hitting the back button, going back to search results or wherever you came from, so you can go pull something else up. Same thing happens with your website, and there are a couple of things you can do to help make sure you're not a victim of what we call pogo sticking, hopping in and out of a page. First thing is going to be to make sure your website loads quickly. If you want to see, we'll link to an article below where we talk a little bit more about what you can do to optimize your website loading time. But if your website's taking too long to load, people are almost certainly going to begin to bail out in higher numbers. Second item is making sure you show very, very quickly that you're going to be addressing the problem they came there to solve. If they're coming into your homepage, you need to be able to let people understand who you are in relation to them using something we call a you statement. If they're landing on an internal page from some kind of search result, you need to make sure the question that they're asking or the problem that you're solving is addressed in very large letters at the top of the page. Lastly is to make sure that the website reflects who you are as a brand. This can be the colors, the overall look, making sure it works on mobile. If you as an organization do not come across well online, you're going to see a decrease in overall conversion and contact rates. You're also going to see a number of people that may have met you in person, or perhaps you had a good meeting and you felt like things went well, and you never hear from them again. All too often we find that's because they went back to check out the website, saw something was incongruent between the website and who you were in person, and decided not to follow up. It's a really simple problem to solve. Don't fall victim to it. Get those things fixed and make sure whenever you create a first impression with your website, it's the right one.